Okay. Hi, beautifuls and beloveds. I hope everyone is doing very well today. I know I certainly am. Uh, yeah, in spite of all of it, or despite all of it could be both words, who knows at this point. So, what I'm going to talk to you today about is called imbalance. And that's a little play on words. Let me show you. And you can go ahead and hashtag both in balance or imbalance. Imbalance, imbalance. Make no mistake. Imbalance is two words. Of course, when you hashtag, that doesn't work, but you know how to capitalize the first letter in each word. It helps people out, so they're not like, wait, what the heck does that say? And imbalance, to not be in balance. It's a play on words. Pretty cute, huh? So I also have another book coming out called That, and let me write that down. Book, promo. We document everything overly now. Holy beans. Okay, so that's coming out soon enough. There you go. Sorry, I moved it too quickly. Hashtag that, have fun with it. Always put our dance company, Rubans Rouges or Rubans Rouges Dance. One and the same pretty much. One is the parent company of the other though. Okay, so what am I specifically going to tell you guys about this topic today, and what in the world could I possibly have to say about this? Well, it is a play on words for sure, and I want to bring it to you from the point of view of that being a dancer. I'm a dancer. What does it mean to be in balance versus imbalanced? Well, when you're in balance, things are in perfect alignment. When you, as a dancer, are doing a turn, you have to have perfect balance. You have to have yourself right on that axis and spin just right. Otherwise, it's going to look like a hot mess. It'll look ugly. And you don't want that. So, how do you keep in balance with your dancing and in life and all these things? If you're not in balance, then that's called imbalance, right? And I like to, you know what, I should just keep the cap either off or on the table off, like this, right? I always like to do this because it's a division line, or it means over. So you want to choose imbalance over imbalance at all times, I would hope, unless you like a chaotic life, and I do not. Now, I'm going to put some notes here, and I'm going to talk. Please excuse my eyes drifting. My eye line's going to come up here and go here. Like, I got to try to figure out what I'm writing here. Okay, so when we are in perfect balance, you have certain words that are going to accompany that to describe your state of being. One of those words is harmony. You know, this cap is just staying off there. Okay, harmony. You have harmony with your body, your fellow dancers who are on stage. You're not the one screwing up and getting off your center or off your axis, even doing just a single turn, double turn, doesn't matter how many you do. You know, you owe it to yourself to be good, and you owe it to your choreographer to strive to be your best. So you want to make sure that there's harmony in your choreography, in your performance of somebody else's choreography, and in your life. Because if you don't, you're going to have signs of imbalance. So what would be over balance? Okay, so if harmony is balance, what would imbalance be? Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be complete. Hello, opposites. I'm telling you. Chaos, or you could put discord. That's another good word. We have the beauty of our language being a Latin-based language, and there are some, you know, what can I say, the Aryan, you know, we have a lot of the German sounding words in our language and spelling, as you can see. But the beauty of having the Latin-based language is that you have a lot of different variations to say the same thing, but you can get more specific. You know, discord and chaos, are they similar? They can be, but there are different elements within each of those words. But, you know, I'm not going to give you a grammatic lesson today. I'll spare you that for today. I love words, isn't it great? What was I saying? Yeah. Okay, so you want harmony. I would hope you would choose harmony. I always choose harmony. As you can tell from our videos, we have outside forces injecting this BS called chaos. Go away, we don't want you, we didn't invite you in. We keep kicking you out and you don't want to stay out. You guys are crazy. Okay, this is going to show up in your life, whether you're doing it or not. Someone could be doing it to you, and it's going to show up on stage if you are not fine-tuning your body, if you're not practicing the choreography that your choreographer gave you, even at home when you're not in the rehearsal studio. So you want to bring balance into your life, quite literally, and on the stage. So with my books, this particular book series, you will notice that I always like to do like triumph over tragedy, this kind of play on words. It's kind of fun to do. But it shows what you should be aiming for. You want to always aim for this as your target, to be in balance. You know how I do that. Hold on. I think I wrote the right thing. Triumph over tragedy. See, that line means over or to divide, but this means over in this case, triumph over tragedy. You can hashtag that too, that's mine. And that's actually our trademark, guys. So if you hashtag it, it's going to come up with our trademark too. And that's one of the Dance Warriors, my being the Dance Warriors, cry and call to victory for all of us, you, me, the whole world. And what I want you guys to look at is, as performers, I always have to drive this home for dance, or a performer, or singer, an actor, it doesn't matter. We're all in the same boat, performing arts, right? And we love it. Oh my gosh, did that sound funny? We love it. You better. I am tired. I know it shows. I am not ashamed of it. We have been fighting a massive battle like you cannot believe. Just look at some of our videos. I'm not kidding. We go to escape one trauma in our domicile, and then we have another one, people trying to unlock our doors while we're inside the vehicle. It's like, after a while, it gets fatiguing. Nobody should have to go through this, by the way. But back to this, because I love you guys. Okay, so we want to keep in balance, and we want triumph, we want harmony. If you want all of these things, not only do you have to read my books, but you have to know what you want in life and do those things that are conducive to it. Don't just wish for it. That ain't gonna do any good for you. You have to actively pursue these things. And sometimes, like we are, you have to kick out the chaos. If you don't want that in your life, kick it out. If you thrive on that, and unfortunately I have known some people that just, I don't know what their issue was. Not my thing. It was their thing. They're like, yeah, more chaos. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you function? Why do you want that? I like it nice and quiet and serene and peaceful, and then here comes the enemies injecting chaos. That's imbalance. Now, let's just say I'm trying to perform knowing that my life, my personal life, has imbalance because of somebody else. Let's just say. How do you bring that to the stage? You really have to condition yourself mentally and not let it show physically, because it'll be on stage. You'll see it. I've seen performances where I was like, I could tell I was hiding something, trying to hold myself together. I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but I certainly did. I want to give tribute either to, if I'm doing my own choreography, I don't want to cheat myself, I don't want to cheat the audience, and if I'm doing it for somebody else, I don't want to mess up their choreography. I don't want people to look bad because I screwed up or because there's some weird stuff going on in my life. Plus, stage for me is always an escape. It's so wonderful. You know, feel that energy coming from the audience, and they're watching, and you want to put on a good show. Everybody involved wants to put on a good show, and everyone's working in harmony. Even if you hate each other, they're working together. Do you hear this? Why is this happening? We are the most quietest people and they're slamming and slamming. Beloved, this is being recorded. There's no reason for it. Do you hear all the slamming?
Oh, yeah, I do.
I mean, are they that foolish? What does this say? Sorry, hold on, guys. It's recording.
Yes, it is.
You know, I really don't understand some people, and I don't have to understand them, but I don't get it. All right. I'm not gonna stop. So that would be an example of imbalance. I'm not causing it to happen, but other people who like chaos and like to do things, it's okay. That's what they want. It's not gonna go well for them in the end, but okay. That's what you choose. Sorry, eye rolls. Here, hashtag eye rolls. Have fun with that one. Okay. I can't cry over it anymore, guys. I gotta laugh. If I don't laugh, I mean, really. Okay. Back to this. It will be on the stage if I have imbalance. And like I said, I've seen performances because they get recorded, and I'm like, oh, I knew I was hiding something. I think that maybe next time I can do other things. You know, most of the time people didn't even know. I guess I'm pretty good at doing that, but I noticed it, so I want to improve for myself too. And then if my choreographer said something, I would want to improve, you know, for them. And I've never had anybody say that to me. Oh, you know what? You're not focused and this and that, or yeah, I focus, and I love that kinetic energy, that in the moment, feeling the audience. You are giving them a life source, and they're giving you a life source at the same time. And if you have a heckler in the crowd, of course, that's going to cause another form of imbalance. We have security people, and they get bounced. We don't tolerate that kind of stuff. They're like, oh, bye. Especially the way things are going in our lives right now, we have to do these things, right? Because we don't know these people. What are they going to do? That's what we don't want to find out the answer to, so we get rid of them right away. But, right? So you want to have that balance, and that is a balance too. When you and the audience are having this symbiotic relationship for that moment, right? You are giving them your performance, your whatever that is. Maybe there's emotions, maybe there's not, but whatever it is, you're giving them yourself and your talents for that moment. They paid to see you. They want you to be your best. Most people are not there to be jerks, okay? Even critics too. They want a good show. We've had our experience with some critics, as you know, and that's been interesting. But yeah, we're not going to highlight that because it was pretty dirty and nasty. But besides that, when everything is in perfect balance, it is a wonderful experience, isn't it? So you as a dancer, how do you keep creating that harmony so that you can not only partake with your cast members, or if you're doing a solo, very seldom does anybody do a one-person show. So most of the time you're going to have other cast members. You want to be there for them. You want to do your best for them, and they want to do their best for you too. Why? Because you don't want to look like a fool on stage, and you want the audience to enjoy everything that you're giving them. They paid to see you. You'll get more jobs. You'll be happier. Your choreographer or your director, whatever the art is. I'm more in the dance thing, so I'm going to refer to that more, but I don't mean it to exclude the other arts by any means. Okay. So now we got make my little ocean waves here. Hold on. I'm going to put my little quote up here. Okay. I don't know if you can hashtag this, but try. Yeah. Don't make waves. Be the ocean. Why not? If you're going to go through the trouble of making waves, you might as well just be the ocean. I never intend to make waves, but you know, if someone's treating me badly, I'm going to have to say something. Otherwise, that's a very abusive relationship, and I don't stand for abuse. Anyway, but besides that, yeah. And you know what I find out, just to divert a little bit, if anybody's telling me, you know, don't make waves, they're usually the bad guy. They give themselves away by saying that. Honey, you really shouldn't be making waves. Why? Because I'm going to shine a spotlight on your sin and your evil and your horrible things that you're doing to me and other people. That's why I say, forget about waves. Just be the ocean. Why not? Okay, because the ocean can be calm, it can be virulent, it can be whatever it needs to keep doing its job. Okay. A little quote for the day. Let's get back to this. So, how do you also create harmony when there's discord or chaos behind the scenes? Oh, have you ever been involved with a cast? We've had it happen. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't know where it came from, although we're getting more and more clues every day, where it went wacky for no reason at all. I did everything right. My board, everything was done perfectly, but you just get certain people and the chemistry is just whatever. Or you have people like we had corporation people, insiders into our company, and just create harm and discord and chaos. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Again? And again and again. The answer, unfortunately for us, was yes, but that's stopping now. So we're doing good. But then, you know, how do you keep the harmony going when all this is happening? Guys, first of all, just be professional and go talk to your choreographer. If you're the choreographer or you're my fellow colleague in that area, guys, talk to your other fellow colleagues or leave them completely out. Go someplace where you can actually blow off steam and vent. You know, where you name names, call names. And it means nothing except for the moment. You just gotta let it out, right? Yeah, that you want to do with somebody that is completely outside of your profession so it doesn't get back around. I've learned. And, you know, so good. That helps me keep in balance as a choreographer, as a performer, all of that. But I always have to say, okay, who is my authority over me? And sometimes I do have choreographers over me, and I say, hey, look, I think this is what's happening. I don't want to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution. Hashtag that. Be part of the solution. I have to write all of this stuff down because it's also part of our documentation, so I'm not being obnoxious on purpose. Or I am being obnoxious on purpose. I'm not being obnoxious on purpose, I'm being thorough. Let's put it that way. So, that's what I do. It's like, I think this is happening, and I don't like it, and it's making me uncomfortable. What can I do? Have any suggestions? And if you get nowhere with that, and they get insulted, then just do your job and go along. And if they harm you or abuse you, report them. That's what you do. If they don't do it, just go. Oh my goodness. We have a company where we like it when people come to us and say, hey, look, we think this is happening, and, you know, how do we solve this? But what I didn't like have happen was all this other stuff that was thrown in. And how do you keep cool and professional? Well, you've got to just maintain your profession. You don't have to scream and yell at them. Being professional, if you are serving somebody, the obligation and the burden is on you to serve them professionally. Does that make sense? So when I'm the choreographer and somebody says, okay, this person's doing this and then that, what do? Well, we screen our dancers before we cast them, and we make sure as best we can that they can be vetted so we think that they're not going to cause a problem. And if they start causing a problem, we have bought people's contracts out and said, we don't need this, we're very sorry, but it's just not working for us. You know, go and be blessed. That's it. unfortunately, what are you going to do? And then sometimes we saw it to the end. And one time it was a horrible mistake for us to do that because they caused more damage. And then sometimes it worked out and they chose to leave on their own. You know, it just really depends. I get attached to everybody. I really do love everybody, even the ones that cause trouble. I even love them. But there's only so much you can do. So you create a sense of balance by being professional. That way they can't come back at you. And we record everything. Everyone signs the releases, we record the rehearsals, we record everything. And that way, if something happens, it's documented. Plus, we can look back and we can see how everyone's progressing or not. Because sometimes I've had to say, okay, look, you need this in your life because you're not balanced, you're imbalanced on stage or in the rehearsal studio. The stage for the moment, right? And you see people that are not, their core isn't supporting their movement enough. It's like, look, you keep falling out of your turns. I'm guilty of having done that too. So when I know that happens, I need to do a certain type of sit up. Not just sitting up and down. I actually have to torque it. That's where I need more of my support once I start seeing my support go in my turn. So I say, here, with my one dancer, like, do a turn for me. Now do it in arabesque, you know, avant, all these different things. I would say, look, you need to do this exercise. Do it right now. Let me make sure you're doing it right. That creates balance, dancers, right? And for my fellow choreographers, that helps your dancers. It's not a call out. You're just saying, hey, look, you see what I see? Show them the video. Email it to them. Say, look what we have. You don't have to humiliate them and blast it all over the place, but I'm just saying, you just show them. And they'll probably pick up on it before you do. If they're really good dancers and that's what their professions are for real, they will pick up on it. And they'll ask you for help. What do you think I should do? Sometimes I say, you know, do you see that? What do you think? What do you think you should do? And they'll sometimes say, I think I need to do, yeah, very good. And I'll agree or disagree, and I'll add to it and say, well, you might want to try doing this, but good job. I know you can do it. There has to be encouragement there. No yelling, no shaming, no physical aggression towards anybody. Hey, I know it can get frustrating. You say the same thing over and over and over again. But if you act out in aggression or yelling or scorning or this passive aggressive disciplining behind the scenes instead of actually helping the person improve, that's going to create imbalance in your relationship. And there's going to be resentment being built up on both ends that you could have created in the beginning. So you want to create balance in your approaching people. I'm still working on all this too. I don't have it all mastered. Just because I can put out a book and talk to you fine people doesn't mean that I know everything. It's just that I do know some things. And I listen to other people, so the things that I know can be fine-tuned even more. And then I pass that knowledge on. But I don't want you stealing it, okay? There's a difference. I pay proper tribute. I pay proper credit to everybody who's contributed something to my life and what it was and how it was. And, you know, that's what's right. That's what's fitting. I deserve the same respect as I'm giving. So, look, guys, I think it's really an easy, how can I say it? It's easy. It really is. You just need to choose the right things. This is all about choice. Choose harmony over chaos. Choose triumph over tragedy. Choose to be a good person over a bad or an evil person. And if that's really a challenge for you, I don't know what to say. That's kind of scary. I wouldn't want to be you. Huh. What do you do in that case? There's always the Lord, there's always a higher power, and there's always mom and dad if you have good parents. Don't be afraid of discipline. Discipline can help you make the right choices, be around the right people. But this is just a little bit of what's in my upcoming book, and it is called Imbalance. Pretty cool. I think so anyway. So hold on just a second. Getting my heart ready. So there's just one thing I also want to say. I try when I do these videos to look a little different in each of them. Not so different to where, hold on, I gotta write something down, to where you don't recognize me. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I just had to write a note to myself. Not to where you don't recognize me at all, but to the point where you can at least tell what video series you're watching. Oh, that's the one with this. Oh, that's the one where she's doing this. Oh, that's the Christmas one. I can tell because the tree's in there, you know, in the background. Or so I try to wear my hair a little differently. And some of you really love the curls and the cascades and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys writing in and letting me know this stuff. It encourages me. You know, who counsels the counselor? Physician, heal thyself. How can I say these things? All of these types of things that are in the ballpark of one another. Sometimes I need the encouragement too, especially right now. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I actually have fun with my hair. So yes, this is my real hair. I get interesting questions sometimes, and I just wanted to tag this video. Hold on, I got 2 minutes left. I just want to tag this video with some, you know, just some fun nonsense, nothing things here. But yeah, this is my real hair. They're not extensions or anything. I've been able to really get a lot of, you can see how long it grew? It's all the way down to my waist. When it's curled like this, it's a little bit shorter looking, but it's great. It feels healthy, it's happy, it's alive. We're trying different things with low lighting underneath, and we'll see how that goes, which is a darker, it's not black, it's like a deep auburn. It's really pretty, and I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm just trying different things for effects on stage and for a new project that hopefully will be kicking off very soon. Hopefully, cross your fingers for us. And yeah, so if you're wondering, what is she doing with her hair? And then remember how I had the blonde and the white here. I didn't much care for it. A lot of people actually like that. I'm like, all right, whatever. I didn't like it when I was a kid. I don't like it now. My mom found a way to cover it because it goes to here, and if I have deep set bangs, she did that, and luckily for me it was in style at the time. Hold on. 40 seconds left. Okay guys, anyway, I love you. I'm gonna do a quick little video wearing the same outfit, so don't get confused. It's a different one. This is only one in the series about mentorships, and just a quick little tidbit on that. And then go look at our blog for more on all of this. And God bless you. You're loved. Thank you, beautifuls and beloveds, for tuning in. This is Noelle Rose Anderson, the Dance Warrior, signing off. Bye.